You know, it's been a while since we dove into the realm of the frozen TV dinner meal. Honestly, when you're talking frozen TV dinners, you're not really thinking fine dining, exquisite restaurants, or any kind of high prestige, right? Hopefully all that's gonna change, because today we are trying some of the RAO'S frozen TV dinner meals. I don't know anything about RAO'S restaurant in real life. I know it's an Italian restaurant in New York, and that's about as far as I go. From what I can tell, it is one of the high-end restaurants in New York. It says made for home, so maybe this is a nice convenience option if you don't want to go all the way to New York and pay some tip-top price to sit down in a restaurant. I guess the frozen TV dinner version will have to do. Anyway, we got 4 of them. Let's check them out. Let's start with something simple, something easily recognizable, like the meat lasagna. Now, when I'm thinking frozen TV dinner lasagna, look how little it is. So I can fit it in my hand. Stouffer's is always the one that comes to mind. And those are always pretty good. I'm not too upset with them. 5 minutes in the microwave, let's go. Now, I know that RAO'S is a restaurant, and I also think I know that it's a high-end restaurant, but I really don't know anything about them, so hold on, let's just Google search real quick. Wow. Okay, shut my mouth. This is a restaurant in New York that was founded in 1896 and is almost 130 years old. Shit, dude, I think that's the oldest restaurant. I mean, that fucking beats McDonald's, Burger King, any of them. All of them. That's older than all of them. Holy shit. Widely considered to be the hardest restaurant reservation to get in the world. It says here, specific families, celebrities, and New York City power brokers permanently own the tables in the restaurant for designated nights of the year, passing them down throughout the generations. Get the fuck out of here. No way. To sit at a table for dinner, you must be invited by a table owner or win a rare charity auction, which can cost up to 25 grand. That's pretty fucking high end for me. I'm probably never ever gonna go there because I don't know famous people in New York, you know? You know what? Good on them for making a home version of this shit, because it's like, there's no way I'm gonna go to that restaurant now. I mean, I would like to go to the restaurant, but it sounds like getting a table there is about as easy as becoming a successful YouTuber. Well, I don't know. It smells kind of funny. All that ricotta cheese and slime shit makes it look like vomit. But you know what? That's all lasagna kind of looks a little vomity, right? We got a spoonful of chunks here. I can't shake that smell. It smells funny. I mean, it ain't bad, but that's the thing though. It ain't bad. For the price of the actual menu item, this should be unbelievable. And they go on and on about how it's an old family recipe and blah blah, all this shit. Like, am I wrong? I think it should be better than the standard. Like, if I went to a restaurant and spent $100 a head on this super exclusive badass restaurant in New York, and they handed me down just your everyday average old lasagna that it's like that my mom could make, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I recently had a friend of mine who just got back from vacation, and they said he spent $500 at a restaurant getting an A5 Wagyu steak, and he said it was okay. For that price, it should be like, dude, mind-blowing. It is the best thing I'll ever have, and I'll never have it again. Once-in-a-lifetime experience. Didn't say that. Said it was okay. And I kind of feel this way with this. Now, granted, I did not go to RAO'S and order a lasagna. No. I found this at Kroger in the frozen food department. It's just standard, okay, everyday, no big deal lasagna. This is a 5 out of 10, nothing special, middle of the road. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of false advertising because it says meat. And like I said, I'd wager there's more cheese in here than anything else. Since I've got 3 others to go through, then maybe I just grab the weakest one. Maybe the rest of them will be phenomenal, you know, and live up to the prestigious name of Rao's. Maybe the next meal is a classic. Can't think of Italian food without thinking of the good old chicken parmesan. Tender breaded chicken breast in our Rao's marinara sauce. Ooh, topped with mozzarella cheese over al dente spaghetti pasta. I'm not too sure what al dente means. Hopefully that just means regular spaghetti pasta, but I don't know. You know, whatever. Same time, 5 minutes in the microwave, let's go. I'm sure if you made it fresh, fried all the chicken and made this pasta and spaghetti and then put it together and called it a meal, is a million times better than whatever is frozen and packaged to you. Because what always ends up happening is the crispy chicken that's breaded always becomes soggy, you know? And I've had it so bad before that the breading just slops off like it's sauce, you know? We don't want that. You're microwaving things as just, you know, that condensation, that moisture gets all underneath the film, and you know, it's kind of an unavoidable thing, but honestly at the same time it's like, God, I really hope that doesn't happen. Okay then, go ahead and kick it around a little bit. Oh, there's that pasta, yes sir. Try some of that spaghetti. It's hot. Well, the pasta is pasta. It's actually extremely difficult to screw pasta up. So we're off to a decent start. But let's stop playing around. Oh, damn. The chicken. Ugh. Oh no. Well, that was not fun. Carving this chicken bit off here was not easy. So, I mean, there's a bit of the chicken. This chicken does not want to cut. Just like I thought. The crispiness has totally just gone away with this. It's all been microwaved to pieces. And of course, after trying to mess with this chicken, all the breading is pretty much peeled off of this thing. And I can see it down there by the other piece, down in the corner. It looks like a big old pile of mushy, smushy, which is not great. The thing about this versus lasagna is lasagna's kind of already gonna be goopy a little bit, you know. It's just a big glob pushed together into a square. Then the moment you start tearing into it, it falls apart. This, on the other hand, just a couple of chicken bits with cheese put on top of some spaghetti. Like, this should be 2 separate entities. You know what this is? This is what's left of your meal. This is all the discarded breading, cheese, and sauce. Wow, Rao's. I don't know what to say except for I don't taste the prestige. You know what I'm saying? I do not get the feeling that I'm at the highest dollar Italian restaurant. I feel like I could have made that and it would have been better because it wouldn't have been a frozen microwave TV dinner. We are back in familiar territory, just like the lasagna. It comes from a place that talks about greatness and prestige, but what you're getting is, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, really. Except, this is the frozen TV dinner version of the chicken parmesan, and just like I said earlier, these are always kind of not the best. We're definitely going to be wanting more after this, because check it out. This is the entire tray in my hand. I don't have giant hands, by the way. This is a little bitty tray, and what you're getting is average at best. However, it suffers from the same flaws as a regular chicken parmesan TV dinner. 3 out of 10, not my favorite, not very good. You know what I mean? Nah. 2 meals down and 2 more to go. We're at halftime, sports fans, and the score is not looking good. The high marks that Rao's gives itself is not being properly represented with this frozen TV dinner. The next meal we got is It's that. Al dente penne rigata pasta topped with spicy Italian sausage crumbles smothered in our Rao's arrabbiata sauce. Oh, so it's some kind of secret sauce. Okay. Enough of my bad language. Let's get it out. 5 minutes in the microwave. Let's go. That is such a difficult word for me to say. You try and say that. Arrabbiata. Fuck. Sorry. And I'm sorry, Italian speakers, but I wish you were here to help me pronounce this word. You know what, people? At first glance, that don't look half bad. It's a little bit of noodles, a little bit of sauce, and some meat with some cheese. That's all you need. What's with the fancy words? They said this wasn't a tomato sauce. It's a Rao's that word sauce. So, hey, right? Tomato sauce. That stupid shit aside, though, this really ain't that bad. I'm gonna be completely honest right here. This is easily the best meal so far. I don't know why the hell it's just so goddamn small. It's not get fucking made this shit at the restaurant. And I don't want to hear anything otherwise. I know they didn't make this shit at the restaurant and then put it in the freezer and then send it to me, you know? This was really good. Like, this was the first one where I'm like, damn, nothing was fucked up. It's just noodles, meat, cheese, and tomato sauce. They call it a spicy sausage. Call it spicy as a stretch. Peppery is more like it, you know. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 7 out of 10. This is pretty good. I liked it. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into the final meal, which is the 4 cheese ravioli. Chef Boyardee say what? 4 cheese ravioli is, well, it's like a childhood staple. You ever had Chef Boyardee? You ever had the ravioli? Well, I don't know if there's 4 cheeses in there, but filled with ricotta, parmesan, romano, and mozzarella cheese. Fuck it, let's go, let's go. Big time confession time. I don't like Chef Boyardee. I never have. I thought it was gross. And just any kind of homemade spaghetti or pasta is 1,000 times better. Leaps and bounds better than fucking Chef Boyardee. That being said, maybe it's possible that Chef Boyardee has already soured my opinion on a cheese ravioli. Because this is like the only time I can think of right now where I have actively and consciously bought cheese ravioli. I'm gonna eat this final little meal in my lair because company showed up, and I'm not gonna be that motherfucker that took up the whole kitchen because what? I'm making a video. Who the fuck do you think I am? Martin Scorsese? Like, no. So anyway, here we go. Goddamn cheese ravioli. It's kind of tough and really chewy. See, look at that. We're having, what, 4 different kinds of goddamn cheese in here? Look how thin that is. Like, this motherfucker should be stuffed. I tell you who loves fucking cheese ravioli is my brother. Even when we was kids, like, he loved this shit. I did not. And if I'm being honest, This is not persuading me. This is not converting me at all. I know exactly how I'm gonna rate the fucking ravioli. I'm gonna give a point for everything wrong with it. 1, too much goddamn sauce. It did not need to be drowning in the shit. Number 2, they were hard and rubbery, kinda hard to chew. And number 3, for being stuffed with 4 different kinds of wacky cheese. Where the fuck's the cheese? You know? So, yeah, ravioli, 3 out of 10. What the fuck? And there you have it. There's 4 of the Rao's fucking exquisite fine dining restaurant frozen TV dinners. My final thoughts are this. I don't care how long the restaurant has been open. I don't care that I can't get a table because I'm not one of the 1% elite group that can get a goddamn table there. But what I am is an average Joe tax-paying consumer. So if you want my ass in your restaurant and you're talking big game, food better be good. And to be honest, from what I can tell here, you can get this shit at any regular Italian restaurant. I'm sure there's a bunch of gangster dudes that live in New York that are like, you don't understand anything. And yeah, you're right. What do I know about fine dining? You know what I mean? But what I do know is food. And if this is like some average subpar, it's okay food. I'm glad I tried it because it's, you know, like I said, probably the only time I'm ever gonna have this kind of food. But at the same time, you can get this fucking shit anywhere else, you know? It doesn't matter how well you dress it up with your fancy names and all that. It's still the same old meat, cheese, pasta. I think that's all I have to say about Rao's TV dinner. And with that, if you made it to the end of the video, then thank you so much. If you're new, please consider subscribing. If you like it, give it a like, share it around, all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying. If you like these type of food review videos, then please check out the playlist that's on the screen somewhere. I'm not sure. Maybe there. Who knows? That's gonna do it for me. Again, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you later.